Alright, this is the 2016 Indian Chieftain. Press it once. It shows that it's in neutral. You also have a tire pressure monitor here. Press and hold it and start. Alright. Alright, like I said, this is the 2016 Indian Chieftain. We're going to do a bit of riding and then we'll go stop somewhere and take a look at it. This bike comes equipped with a lot of options that maybe not offered by other makers. And we'll go through those in detail. It's fairly easy to ride and the throttle is not catchy. There's no issues there. Has self-canceling reflectors. I'm going to put the windshield up so you can see, and it's time for us to roll. And it has a wonderful sound to it as well. I guess that windshield coming up like that has a bit of some use to it. It does have a gear indicator as well, but we're going to ride with the windshield down. Kind of want to feel like I'm on a bike and not in a car. This bike has push button start. I will go through all of that with you, and I think we might just go ahead and pull over on the side. I'll go through the bike and then we'll take a ride, but already it's fairly easy to ride and maneuvering. It's a bigger bike, but the handling reminds me of a little Sportster. We're just gonna pull over here. Told you this is a 2016 Indian Chieftain. Let you get a look at the front here. And on the side. Then we'll go around here to the back here. And the other side. I'm not too big on the fraids on the Indian, but that can be removed. So we have a 111 cubic inch engine powering this baby. Now earlier he was telling me, going through the cockpit here. So if you put this down like that, you press that one time, does its thing. You make sure that it's in neutral. It shows you up here as well as down here as well. It has a tire pressure monitor like I mentioned before. Time, you have the temperature, radio station, and your range, 93 miles. Alright, so after that then you can press and hold it. Then it turns on. And push button, turn it off. Alright, so this bike, you have the horn here, you have the indicators here as well. Left and right, and also middle to cancel on. It has self-canceling. Have your lights here, high beam, low beams, radio controller. You also have your up down for your windshield. Let's see that again. That's your windshield going up. for that extra protection. All right, and then go ahead and put it down. All right, so this bike as well also has lockable bags. So you have these bags here. So it has lockable bags by just pressing this button here to lock it, and here to unlock. Then you can open up your bags and just close that down, and you can lock them back. Gas cap here, and you also have your foot plates, fly-by-wire throttle, all right, and we're going to take it for a ride. Let's listen to the sound first. That's that idle with a warm start. All right, Harley, watch out.
Talk about reggae fest happening next Saturday, of course.
Let's get out of here. All right, we're gonna see what this bike has to offer real quick. And you see that windshield does take a little buffeting off. So we do have a tire pressure monitor here on this motorcycle. Now right off the bat, I can feel that this bike is very nimble. Not as nimble as your sport bike, but for a bike this size, I feel pretty confident to not be used to riding a bike of this size anyway. This whole windshield and being able to play around with it, it's pretty cool. Just gotta set it where you want it. It's a fairly comfortable bike, and it did better than the Road Glide on my last ride. I've ridden the Indian Scout. That's the only other Indian I've ridden, and to tell you the truth, this feels pretty much confidence inspiring, and I feel like I can go for miles even though I'm not used to this type of bike or a bike this large. It's pretty comfortable. So how these features can come in handy, I guess the lockable bags is a pretty important thing. Put your items in there and be able to lock it, and a push of a button you can unlock it, or you can use a key. I like that feature. It kind of reminds you of some of the features that would be in an automobile. Handling these corners is pretty awesome, and it feels pretty good. And you have a radio. Alright, we're going to try to put this back up, and we're going to try to leave it up. I keep switching it. We're possibly going to hit the highway here soon, and then we'll be able to test it out on highway speeds. It is a hot day, but I do feel some heat coming from the pipes. This is a big boy too, by the way. Big boy bike. And lower speeds, you could definitely feel the torque. And I think what we're listening to as far as our stock pipes, and it sounds pretty good, so don't necessarily have to change it. if you don't want to. Anyway, I don't think I left anything out with this bike. Everything that's on it as of now comes standard on this bike. Maybe some bikes that have more than others, but for the most part, you're paying upwards of 22 grand for a motorcycle, so it better have all the bells and whistles. Biggs Harley Davidson and Indian dealership knows how to do things right. Have donuts and coffee, but I can do it without the coffee today. Need a little water. See what how this baby handles on freeway. All right, it does have a 6th gear. On the highway, seeing how this windshield does, I still feel a lot of buffeting on the helmet. Feel like I'm a jet doing a flyby. Alright, so we're gonna be rolling past the dealership here shortly. I do feel the wind blowing on my ankles. We're at 80 miles an hour. We was able to test out this windshield and see how it does. I have a full face helmet on, so I still feel some buffeting on my helmet. I do have the vents open, so maybe it's blowing through there jacket, so I feel the wind blow through there, but I want to ride my gear and make sure that I'm safe to live and tell about the ride. This bike in the twisties wouldn't be like a sport bike, but you'll be able to cruise. And fairly comfortable. I like the foot pegs. Foot pegs are nice. Or they're not pegs, but they're like the foot plates on there. This is our stop here.